Warrior Girls. Path to Resistance. You are about to witness a warrior girl fight with robots. Robots? Can she defeat them all? Let's find out. Our fearless warrior is taking on 3 robots. And these are no ordinary robots. These robots are specially designed to take on humans. They have weapons, and they have shields. But our warrior doesn't seem to be afraid at all. She has a sword, and she knows how to use it. The first robot steps forward, and our warrior blocks its attack with her sword. Then she kicks it in the chest, sending it flying backwards. The robot falls to the ground and explodes. I don't mean like it blew up in slow motion like in the movies. I mean it literally exploded into a million pieces. The second robot takes its turn, and it tries to stab our warrior with its metal fingers, but she's too quick for it. She dodges the attack and stabs the robot in the chest. The robot collapses, and then it just stands there as if nothing happened. Apparently, these robots can't feel pain because they don't have any nerves. Our warrior knows this, so she just keeps on stabbing the robot until it falls to the ground and explodes. The third and final robot raises its shield to protect itself from our warrior's sword. But she's not giving up. She jumps over the shield and kicks the robot in the head. The robot falls to the ground, and our warrior finishes it off with a few more kicks. And that one didn't explode, but I think it's just because it's out of battery. Because let's face it, who wouldn't be out of battery after such a tough fight? And our warrior is victorious. She takes on 3 robots and wins. If that doesn't scream warrior woman, I don't know what does. You should be proud of yourself. You fought bravely and you didn't give up. That's what it means to be a true warrior. Now let's see if you can take on an army of skeletons. Can you defeat all of them? Let's go. Our fearless warrior is taking on an entire army of skeletons, and they're not just any skeletons. These are special skeletons. They can sense danger, and they can attack with their swords. But our warrior is not afraid. She has a shield, and she knows how to use it. The skeletons charge forward, but our warrior blocks their attacks with her shield. She takes a step back and lets the skeleton's swords hit her shield. Then she takes a deep breath and charges forward. She swings her sword and takes down the first skeleton. The other skeletons try to attack, but our warrior is too quick. She dodges their attacks and stabs them with her sword. The skeletons collapse and turn to dust, and our warrior is victorious. She took on an entire army of skeletons and won. If that doesn't scream warrior, I don't know what does. You should be proud of yourself. You fought bravely, and you didn't give up. That's what it means to be a true warrior. Hey there, my name is Kiara. I am a warrior. I am a warrior because I fight. I fight with my sword. I also fight with my bow and arrow. I fight to protect the innocent. I fight to help people. I remember the first time I held a sword. Must have been 10 years ago or more. I was just a wee little warrior girl back then. And I remember because it was a big deal. You see, girls aren't supposed to be warriors. Girls are supposed to stay in the village and learn how to cook and clean and make babies. So when the opportunity came for me to prove myself, to show everyone that I could be a warrior, I took it. I proved myself. Became the first female warrior of the tribe. Now, pretty much every single day train with swords and bows and arrows. And when I'm not training, I'm out on missions, protecting the weak and the innocent. I've seen some pretty scary things, but nothing as scary as this. I never imagined that one day I would have to fight against robots. Metal monsters that don't feel pain and don't bleed. They come from the future. The time travelers sent them back in time to kill the most powerful shaman of our time. But they didn't know that we have a prophecy that foretells the rise of the machine army. So we were prepared. We knew that one day we would have to fight against robots. And because of that, we built defenses. We built traps. We built weapons. And still, it wasn't enough. When the robot army attacked, they attacked from the air, from the land, from the sea. They attacked with such a force that none of our traps worked. None of our weapons could stop them. They just kept coming and coming and coming. And all we could do was watch and wait for our chance. We couldn't defeat the machines with our weapons. We had to do it the old-fashioned way. We had to defeat them in battle. Hand-to-hand combat is my specialty. I love it. There's just something about the purity of it, the directness of it, that appeals to me. No armor, no shields, no weapons. Just you and your opponent, and you have to rely only on your skills to defeat them. I excel in hand-to-hand combat. That is my specialty. But these robots, they didn't care about my skills. All they wanted to do was destroy me. They sent their best robot warriors after me. Their eyes glowed red with battle lust. They moved fast, too fast for me to follow, too fast for me to react. I've fought many battles, but never against an enemy that was so powerful, so strong, so relentless. I was exhausted. I was injured, and still I fought. I had to, not just for myself, but for everyone. If I died, the robot army would win. It would kill the shaman and change history forever. I wouldn't let that happen. I wouldn't let them win. Finally, just when I thought I couldn't fight anymore, just when I thought I was going to die, I saw an opening. A small opening, a tiny crack in their armor, a weakness in their battle stance. I exploited it. I unleashed everything I had left. Every ounce of strength, every bit of skill, everything I am as a warrior, I put it all into that one attack. And it worked. I defeated the robots. I defeated all of them. The robot army that had come from the future to change history, to kill the most powerful shaman, they all lay defeated at my feet. I stood over them. I looked into their dead, glowing eyes, and I felt proud. I had protected my world. I had saved the shaman. I had won. I am a warrior, and I fight. I fight with my sword, and I fight with my bow and arrow. I am a warrior because I have to. It's in my blood. It's in my soul. I am a warrior, and I will fight for what is right. A lone warrior girl fights her way through hordes of relentless robots in this action-packed anime. Let's get into it. We open on a lone warrior girl who is making her way through a horde of robots. She fights with a sword and a shield, taking out robot after robot, until she comes across a group of elite robots. These robots are much more powerful than the fodder we've seen earlier, but our warrior is up to the task. She takes them all out one by one until only one remains. And this final robot is unlike any she's ever seen before. It's huge. It towers over her, its eyes glowing red as it prepares to strike her down. But our female hero is not one to back down from a fight. With a battle cry, she charges forward, her sword raised high above her head. The huge robot lunges at the female warrior, but she's too quick for it. She dodges under its arm and slashes at its legs, chipping away at its health bar. The robot roars in pain and anger as it staggers back. Our heroine presses her attack, forcing the robot to retreat further and further until it finally collapses, its metal body clattering to the ground with a deafening crash. As the smoke clears, our warrior stands, panting heavily, but she's the last human alive. At least that's what we think, until a familiar face appears behind her. It's another warrior, a lone warrior, who was thought to be dead. She's been captured by the robots and experimented on, turned into a cyborg with enhanced strength and abilities. Though she is broken, she carries the name Valeria. It is a family name after all. Now she is free. Able to control a low-level machine, she joins our warrior in the fight against the machines. Together they make their way through the fallen robots, searching for answers and a way to defeat the machines once and for all. They find a computer terminal and our warrior plugs in a data crystal to download the information she needs. The robots are led by a mysterious figure known only as the Architect. It's revealed that the Architect created the robots in his own image. It's emotionless killing machines that serve no purpose other than to destroy. He sees humans as nothing more than animals, obstacles to be removed so that he can create a new world order. Our warrior and the lone warrior join forces with a resistance group, an underground movement of humans who have been fighting back against the robots. The group is led by a wise old man named Gideon, who has been studying the robots and their technology. He believes that there is a way to defeat the Architect and his army of robots, but it will take time to develop a plan. As the resistance group works on their plan, our warrior and the lone warrior train and prepare for the coming battle. They hone their skills, pushing themselves to their limits as they know that the fate of humanity rests on their shoulders. They learn to work together, their strengths complementing each other perfectly as they form an unbreakable bond. Finally, the day of the final battle arrives. Our warrior and the lone warrior lead the charge, their weapons blazing as they cut down robot after robot. They fight their way through wave after wave of enemies, their determination and skill allowing them to prevail. They reach the Architect, who unleashes his full power, trying to destroy them both. But they stand firm, their resolve unwavering as they fight back against the darkness. In the end, it is our warrior who delivers the final blow, ending the reign of terror that the robots have inflicted upon the world. As the dust settles, our warrior and the lone warrior stand amidst the wreckage, knowing that they have saved humanity, but their story is far from over. There are still threats that lurk in the shadows and new adventures that await them on the horizon.